Bite-sized media. This is Bite-sized media.
What is happening?
Horrible intro.
Just another one to my collection.
I'm doing great over here. We are watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Obviously, we are on season 3, episode.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
27.
I was gonna guess 17. That's definitely
13.
It's on 13.
No, because there's technically only 18 if you combine Sozin's comment.
It's the other prime number that I missed.
You know what a prime number is? I'm so proud.
I went to school.
That doesn't mean you know what a prime number is.
I have a BS. Thank you very much.
We know.
You have a BS?
I do have a BS.
I have a BA.
I have a BA as well.
Hey!
Yeah.
Get wrecked, Mr. Business or whatever. I don't remember your minor.
Science. Anyway, we're watching After the Last Airbender. I am excited. I don't really remember this.
You don't remember this episode? This is the dragons.
This is my favorite episode.
This is Aang and Zuko go on their little adventure, and they run into the fire people.
And they get stuck on the ceiling in the putty stuff.
It's because Zuko's having performance issues because he has no anger anymore. It's what it is. Because he goes, pooh. And they're like, was something supposed to happen? He goes, I don't know what's wrong. And so they go to the Firebending Masters, which are these dragons that swirl around them and make the pretty fire. Woo! And then he can firebend without using anger. That's what I remember.
That's incredible. I don't.
It's a really good episode.
It probably is, and I'm just. I have an awful memory.
This is the start, because for the next this and 3 more episodes are
It's just banger
the
after
gang's
banger after
adventures
banger.
with Zuko, because we have this is Aang's adventure. We have a 2-parter with Sokka and Zuko, which is one of my favorite.
That's where we get the line.
And and then Katara's little adventure with Zuko, which is another heavy hitter. Like this is okay. We've established he's in the group. Mm-hmm. Now they have to learn to trust him. He has to teach Aang, and we're going on our little adventures before we recap everything and then we end everything.
To let's fill some time.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it's time well filled.
Correct.
So I remember quite a bit about this, and I haven't seen it since years ago. But
I'm excited to watch this. It clearly is a good episode, so let's watch it. Let's
take a bite.
And ladies and gentlemen, we just watched the Dancing Dragons.
My favorite episode.
Period. Mic drop?
Yep.
Wow.
It is the most beautiful. It is the most thematically poignant, I think, at this point in the story.
Especially when they get stuck in sticky goo.
Now what do we do? Think of our place in the universe?
Think of our place in the universe?
Yep.
No, but
who are you yelling to?
But think about it. They've been building up to Aang learning firebending for 3 seasons. And then for Zuko to not be able to do it.
Because
and then to go discover the origins of it. This thing that we've always thought that was just straight evil.
I do like hearing that it's not like it, just like Zuko, just like everybody else, it seems, other than Azula and the Fire Lord himself.
Yeah. Another thing of eyes being the window of the door or whatever, like when he said when the chief guy says fire is life, and when he says that Aang's eyes open up a little more.
I love the little line the quick delivery he goes where right when he gets the fire in his hand, he's like, oh, there's like a little heartbeat.
Yep.
And he smiles. I'm just like, just that quick moment was so good to me. That just stood out.
Now, why didn't Zuko just share his fire in that moment? It's like, because he's like, don't cheat off me. It's like, just come over to fire, dude.
Well, I think he still has that
bad boy energy.
That proudness. He still has the shame when it comes to other people trying to help. So it's hard to get rid of that the day after you realize that, I'm actually not a dick anymore. I want to be
2 days.
Yeah.
Remember the first day, hey, Zuko here, and then day 2 is I won't pay you. Okay, I'll pay you double.
Yeah.
And then day 3 is
he's working through some stuff.
What?
You also don't know how many days it took them to get there.
That's a good point.
How not how. What did Aang call him?
Sifu Hotman.
Stop calling me that.
Yes, Sifu Hotman.
That was right. Their chemistry is really fantastic.
It had to be. It couldn't be anything less than that because if it was, people would think that they were going to end up being enemies again.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they had to nail that turn, and they did.
I love when I don't remember what Aang said to him, but he's like, "No, you were good," or he gave him some kind of positive encouragement, and then Zuko just gives the quick little little smile there.
I don't care what everybody else says. You are smart.
That's what it was.
And then did they do the little bell thing, like that?
Yeah.
He just smiles.
He just holds it there for a second, and then you hear the trombone thing. Whoa.
It warms your heart so much. It's like Zuko's happy, I'm happy.
But he's never happy. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh man, I had it and I lost it. Oh, it was speaking of the chemistry, I think I said during the episode, like, man, he just fits right in perfect with the gang.
Yeah.
Like just slide right. It's a personality we haven't had.
It's kind of similar with Toph because she gave a little bit more of like.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
They
it's
all reflect their elements very well.
Yeah.
Toph's kind of the rough exterior. Katara's the mom, and Sokka's the jokester, and Aang's just the fun-loving kid. And then you add in Zuko as just this angry, angsty teen. It's like it's the perfect balance.
It really is. And I feel like I noticed it in this episode specifically when Dante Bosco, like when he explodes, like when his voice goes like up an octave and he talks loud. I'm like, it feels so real and it feels so genuine the way he's able to portray like his like turn on a dime anger like that. It was really well done.
I think I mentioned the episode where Toph joined them in book 2. It's like, wow, she fits right in and like add something to the group. Zuko's the same thing. It's like, man,
it almost makes it seem like they had it planned from the beginning.
No way.
And now they have all 4 elements together in the group.
Can you imagine if they didn't have that planned and that just kind of naturally worked out as the story progressed?
I find it very, very hard to believe that it wasn't.
But
if.
Regardless, could you imagine being in that writers meeting before all this, plotting things out? Like, what if? And like someone brings it up. What if he helps him?
Stick with me. Zuko's not bad.
Well, and that's what. And I know because Jake was just referencing the TV show last episode. I don't want to keep going back to it, but I never saw it. But from what I've heard in the TV show is that they make Zuko almost like the main character.
I don't know that I'd call it that.
Okay, but like
they kind of neuter him. He's not as rage-filled. He's not as angsty. He's much more just whiny.
But I like the idea of putting the focus on him because especially when it comes to this episode, it's just he has such a crucial role. It's so important. It makes sense that it'd be thought of from day one, and they nail it's so good.
And Azula's fire is only blue in like 1 split second of a scene.
That's weird.
And then she bends lightning to impress Daniel Kim, who is shirtless.
10 out of 10.
Him being shirtless? Yeah.
Pretty electric.
Have you seen? And he's sweaty, too, because he's the Fire Lord.
Oh, so he's all moist all over? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Zai, oh, my.
Oh, my God.
That's
I also am pretty sure that they had Mark Hamill's laugh in there somewhere.
For a second, I thought the
No, like not in the cartoon.
Oh.
Obviously it's in the cartoon.
Yeah.
But like in the show, I thought I heard it when they were in like a running sequence.
And for a second, I thought the main guy, like the main guy at the camp, I don't know what his name was. That he took him to meet. I thought he was voiced by Mark Hamill. It sounded like a little raspy for a second. I don't think it was. But he brought that raspy, like, kind of crazy vibe and energy to it.
And now that you know our secrets, we must keep you here forever. Just kidding.
Just kidding. But seriously, don't tell him.
And it makes so much sense that also Iroh was keeping the secret the entire time.
And they've been calling him the Dragon of the West.
Yeah.
Whole show, you hear that, and it's he killed off the left, right, and
I never made the connection of Dragon to the West to the fact that they are in the western part of the world.
Yeah.
Western Air Temple.
Never made that connection until this watched through.
Gotcha. Well, you catch something every time.
Hey.
Such a good
That is one thing that
show.
I don't like also about the show. Not to dog on the live action show, but I did just watch it. Iroh is much more see-through than he is here. Like, you don't get the sense of Iroh's bigger understanding in the cartoon until
Now,
I don't know about now, but
It was definitely
later in the second season.
whoever thought I'd come back to the city of my biggest defeat as a tourist? What does Zuko say? We're not tourists. What did he say?
Refugees or something like that. Stowaways.
It's not a stowaway.
They're not?
No, stowaway would be you sneak onto a ship.
Are you sure they didn't?
I think.
Did they sneak on?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
No. It's either refugee or something like that. I think it is refugee.
That sounds right to me.
Oh, yeah. I miss Iroh. I haven't seen him in a while.
I know. I mean,
We saw him. We saw him a couple weeks ago in David Blackson, but I mean, like, more than just a scene or two.
I know.
We don't see him until White Lotus time.
Yep.
I mean, the great thing I love about it is that you obviously feel his impact because Zuko was continually just remembering him. But, like, I miss him. He's such a good character.
And they're the flashbacks.
Yeah, but also the person who originally voiced him at this point is passed.
Yep, Mako.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder if he had not passed, would Iroh be in this more?
I don't know. He's talked more already in this book than I remembered. Because I thought he was just silent until the spoiler, of course, the reunion scene. But then when he talks to him in the cell, Zuko and the one where he storms over there, and then when he's talking to the one guard, like, I think you should take the rest of the day off. In the Day of the Black Sun, it's like, okay, he talks a lot more than I remember. Mm-hmm. But such a big part of everything, and it makes perfect sense that they taught the dragon, the masters taught him.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's one of those things, like, it's a part of the story that I didn't even know I needed to know more about, and now that you do, it's like, makes that just fills in that gap that I didn't know was there.
And the way they animated the dragons too, I love the way.
And the fire. And the real soft Zuko, I understand.
That was like, that hit me hard. I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah, very good.
This is a pretty good show. Hot take.
Oh yeah, hot take.
Literally a hot take.
So one could say a fire take. Anyway, well, if that's anything else about the show, anything about today's great episode?
Yeah, Jake, your favorite episode? Anything else on it?
No, just everything we've just said.
That's well made, and we are rapidly. So before we say it again, rapidly closing the end. Next, that's not what I meant to say. Rapidly
approaching.
Thank you.
The end.
The end.
Le end.
Le end.
Le fin.
Le fin.
Fine.
End. This is the end of this episode. Jared, where can they find us on the socials?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, the funny TikTok, and X.
Formerly Twitter.
And you can listen to us on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and hey, if it's YouTube, like and subscribe and comment and ring our bell and all that good stuff and rate us and comment or whatever and all the things. And hey, check out our groovy website.
Thank you, Jared. Yes, so tune in next week. We have next week is the we just said it. It's the prison.
It's Hot Rocks time because we're boiling. Part 1.
So someone tells me it's the boiling rock.
Someone save me.
I'm excited. We're not taking a bite. You can't. In a week, make sure to
take a bite.